and welcome to the Fantasy Football Wire. If you're an L.E.G member, you probably recognize a few of these guys. We got Mike over here, Mr. Spitter. Yeah, that's him. We got Willy guest spotting over here too.
Yes, sir.
Willy he was real offended yesterday by some of the stuff we said, so he wanted to get on, clear some air. Willy, I'm gonna let you open it up. I feel like you felt disrespected yesterday. Tell us how you felt.
I felt really disrespected, because Wee Man, he did win me the first one, and he had a lot to say. So, I just want to say he had a good game, and he proved himself worthy. But the ship's gonna change, and we're gonna get the momentum going. And Wee Man, you're still gonna lose, brother.
If you guys didn't know, Wee Man's Isaac, aka Austin 316 in the league. He
AKA
definitely said
Wonka, Oompa Loompa.
This is Wonka. That's his Oompa Loompa. They had a whole text beef last night. It was pretty interesting. I enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. But man, now that we got that out of the way, Willy's been killing it for a long time. He's usually a pretty good drafter. If his team falls apart, it ain't on him. Happened to him last year. Year before, he did pretty good. So he's also a champ in another league. So Willy's been around, knows what's up. All right, guys. So here's what we're gonna hit up first, man. We're gonna hit up. All right. We're gonna hit up the Brown game. The Browns and Steelers last night was a pretty ugly game. It was okay if you had a couple Browns. Really, if you only had like two Browns players. But they did it, if you had their defense, which I don't know if anybody in our league did, they killed it. The defense was probably the only thing that actually showed up. And Chubb. What are you guys' thoughts about the game last night?
My thoughts, honestly, I thought the tight end, however you say his name, Njoku, he showed up, but it's going to take more than one game for him to do that. But I feel like if he could do that consistently, I like the Browns' shot. Brissett made that guy look like he was a number one tight end off the board.
Yeah, Brissett looked good last night. I know Mike only caught a little bit of the game last night, but Mike, I don't know if you saw at the end of the game, there was this play. It was pretty much garbage time play, fumble happened, a bunch of stuff happened. Steelers were trying to do something. It was kind of a weird game to watch, honestly. I didn't really enjoy it. You only got like a couple series where actually like moving the ball. I don't know, man, just slow, kind of boring. But it seems like the only guys that produced was Nick Chubb, so B-Rain was pretty happy.
Najee Harris, he get a touchdown?
Najee got one. Touchdown.
I think he got one.
Right, he did. He got a beastie one though, but that's all he got.
56 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, what worries me is that 3.5 carries. That's kind of, or 3.5 average per carry. That's kind of rough. Last year he was killing it, so you just hope they bounce back. But I think the Steelers' problem, man, that Mitch Trubisky thing, that's got to end soon, right?
15 carries is not a lot to be a Steeler running back. They usually feed the ball off pretty good to their running backs. That's not high at all for them.
3 catches for 5 yards. It wasn't great, man. It's kind of frustrating, I think, because he's a better player than what he's showing right
now. Especially for PPR, and spending that high of a draft, you expect more. But hey, it's still early, And last time I gave up on Najee and I gave him to Wee Man, and Wee Man's season turned around, and I got CMC, and we all know what happened, and so sometimes you just got to ride the ship, and Najee gonna be Najee, man. So, but
on good notes, so Deontay Johnson did real good. I have him on my team. It was kind of honestly, he only got a catch every couple series for like at least 10 yards. As you can see, 8 for 84. He was literally getting just 10 yards a pop. Wasn't doing too much. He had a couple close ones. We got to talk about George Pickens. Crazy catch.
Hey, bro. Then it's like Odell Beckham 2.0 right there.
Man, it might be better, honestly. The way his body was just completely stretched out.
Gymnastics, contorting his body and shit. That was pretty tight.
It was pretty rough, dude. Like, I expected so much after that play, and then nothing ever happened,
Nah. Dude, Fairmount, he's been having a pretty good season, but man, if it was whatever, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for those 2 receptions that they threw him the ball, hey, I mean, it would have been a 0-nighter for him. But I think
we're talking a lot about the guys that lost. Let's talk about the guys that won. Let's see this real quick. Jacoby Brissett over here looking pretty nice. You know, he's not doing anything to blow your socks off, but he's getting 2 tutties and 200 yards. That's decent. Those are like 16, 70 points right there.
Yeah, it is.
Nick Chubb killed it. Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, no, Nick Chubb, he beasted it, bro. He was fucking 5 yards a carry, you know what I mean? Average, touchdown, bro. I mean, he's giving you points right there.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, who do you think's the more reliable player going on the rest of the season, Nick Chubb or Amari Cooper?
Nick Chubb.
Fuck yeah.
Dang. You know, I want to think that too, but it's kind of tough. I actually think Amari Cooper gets better and better throughout the year, the more they can stretch this offense out, you know?
I don't know who's going to be like more reliable, as in like probably will play more games is probably Amari Cooper, but probably consistent wise, I think Chubbs is going to be more reliable for you. I think like as far as like you're talking about like as far as points goes.
Yeah, if you look at the end of the season, you think
I think Nick Chubbs is gonna. I think he's gonna be more consistent.
Yeah, because even if they ride it with Brissett or they bring Watson back in, you know, Watson's gonna have to develop that chemistry. You know, you're not gonna come in and have that repertoire like Brissett's been having with Amari Cooper all year. And you know, they run heavily in Cleveland, especially when it gets down to November, December. You know, so I don't see Amari Cooper keeping up those, you know, that many receptions a game. That's the only reason I don't see him keeping up with Nick Chubb.
I could definitely see more of like Brissett having, was it the 7th game? We should see Watson back. I think the Browns might hold Watson off a game or 2 to get him kind of, you know, back into the offense. And Brissett might start an extra couple games. So it's not a bad backup to have on the roster if you decide to go that way. But all right, guys, let's move on from Thursday night's game. So here's what I was thinking, right? Since we did a lot of covering yesterday on some of this stuff, let's take a look at all these players and let's kind of make our own top 10 for each position. Wide receiver, top 10 for running back, and then we'll go top 5 for QBs since, you know, we don't have to make that long of a list for QBs. Here's a quick look at who's the leaderboard right now on ESPN rankings. These are guys that are actually scoring. These are numbers only, highest scoring. Make sure I got that setting right. Yeah, this is the highest scores for this season. Diggs, Chubb, but he got an extra game, so you got to kind of average that out. But everyone else kind of looks how we expected, other than like there's a couple in there: Carson Wentz, Tua, Cooper, Amar, and St. Brown. Like those dudes you don't expect to be this high, but they are.
You know.
Oh, what's up, Ivan?
Oh, Ivan in the house?
Ivan's in the house. What's up, dog?
Yo, what's up? You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. We got Ivan in the house. This is the newest dude in our league, man. Welcome. This is Michael spitting. That's Willy down there with the cardboard cutout of himself in the background. And then, you know, Meet over here. What's up?
Good, fellas.
What's good, man? We just covered the Thursday night game. I don't know if you want to give yourself a little introduction, man. First time to our league. How does it feel? How do you like it? Let us know.
Yeah, so everyone who doesn't know me, my name's Ivan Estrada from Fargo, and I appreciate Luis inviting me to the league. This is my first time drafting live with a group of people who know each other personally. So yeah, appreciate the invite for sure. And the vibes was cool right off the back. We all like similar things, and we all did it because we love sports. And I can talk sports all day long. But yeah, appreciate the invite too.
You know what, man? I've been wanting to ask about your draft strategy. We've all been kind of like, dang, he came in with the plan, stuck to it. How do you feel your team came out after the draft?
So I was actually I love the way it came out. I feel like some guys slipped away, like a few picks away, but going into the draft, I was like, you know, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna get some players I usually don't pick up, and I'm gonna draft a certain way, and I'm gonna go with how the board goes like, and especially because I know how my pick was gonna be. And once I seen that 12 pick, I'm like, I think it's smart to go two really consistent wide receivers back to back, and pairing him with Josh Allen going into the third round was my main goal to getting him around the third or fourth round, because it's back to back picks for me. And as it was getting close to that third round, I was low key sweating. I thought he was going to be taken already because we all had the same sheet and his name was coming up right away. And I was like, there's no way he's going to come back to me. I got to take him now. So it paid out.
It worked out for you, man. We're looking at your roster right now. Going into it, I think ESPN had you ranked almost last in the projections. And it's kind of funny how that's, turned around pretty quick, almost at the top now.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. I hope you like that 2-0 record, because I ain't going 0-3. I'm going to make your first blemish on me. So welcome to the league, my boy.
So, Ivan, unofficially, you met Willy now. This is your matchup for this week. It's Willy can go 0-3. He can mess around and go 0-3 real quick.
No.
I feel like the first
fingers. Oh, I'm not trying to give you the middle.
Man.
I feel like the pressure is going to be on me a bit more because Josh Jacobs isn't traveling with the team, and that's one of my starting running backs. I'm going to have to put in Pierce on his slot right there, and hopefully he starts going like he's expected to be.
I honestly didn't expect to fucking have rookie receivers, bro, as my leading starting receivers, but that's just the way it's looking out to be right now, man. And shit.
Hey, Willy, I just realized you have Hunter Renfrow, and he's out. So yeah, this is your lineup. Like no matter what, there's not a lot of moving around for you.
Chris Godwin's done right now.
Godwin, yeah, you're not gonna go Mooney yet. Gordon not yet.
Mooney hasn't done shit. No, yeah, but
So just so you know, Ivan, Willy might be 0-2, but he's the highest scoring 0-2 team we got going right now, and he's actually outscoring a lot of 1-1 teams. So you gotta.
It's definitely good for sure.
What are you most worried about when it comes to Willy's team when you look at it? Is there someone that stands out? You're like, oh, that guy right there might be. I'm gonna have to really watch him.
So, man, going down the list, he has Lamar Jackson, who's gonna be running the ball a lot more since they don't have a running back at the moment. Jonathan Taylor, I feel like he's a running back just waiting to explode, and hopefully he's not this week. Hopefully it's against someone else. And then you got that wide receiver, Drake London. He's been really consistent with it. I really like that Garrett Wilson pickup because I picked him up on my other league too, and he just went off as well. They're young, but they're consistent players, and that's really how I tried drafting, was getting players that are gonna bring in consistent numbers, and that's how I looked at his lineup. To be honest, like Michael Thomas, look at Michael Thomas's stats recently. He's putting up consistent numbers, so there's a reason why he's the highest scoring fantasy team out there.
I actually think this is more of a battle of who has the best stack. You got the stack with Allen, Diggs. Willy over here's got the stack with Jackson and Andrews. Both of those stacks usually that wins you a week, almost like given any week, it could definitely do it for you. So it's good. I'm gonna be excited watching this one. I'll be definitely paying attention. So it's pretty cool, man. Hey, so actually, what we were about to do right now, Ivan, you can help us out. We're gonna rank our own top 10 right here. Our top 10 running backs, top 10 receivers. We got stats pulled up for their current standings throughout the season. We'll make our own list, and we'll just put it out there, see how it goes. You can help us out. We can all make a little choice on this. We'll start at the top since that seems to be the easiest. So we got Nick Chubb. He got a first game in. So really, Nick Chubb might not be number one in everyone's eyes, but a surprising number two is Barkley. Do you think Barkley holds up as number one?
So who's Barkley going up against right now? Let me
Dallas.
He's going up against Dallas.
Yeah.
Man, kind of like that matchup. Little rivalry over there.
So we can make this our own list going into this week if it makes it easier. We'll kick out Nick Chubb. We won't stress about that. But our own top 10 here, I don't know if I put Barkley as number one. If you're asking me personally, man, it's tough. I would honestly put Ekeler as number one going into this week. He's got a matchup with Jacksonville. Herbert shouldn't be doing too much. It should be more of a Ekeler game takeover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they might rely on him a lot due to Herbert not possibly not playing this Sunday.
Oh no. Herbert's playing. Michael, you got a beat on that one. Is Herbert playing this week?
Toughest SOB in the business.
So that's a yes.
That's a hopeful yes. So all right, we'll go Ekeler number 1. What do you guys think about number 2?
Well, my list on 1 is JT because the Colts can't get smacked like that again, bro. I mean,
The problem is they've been behind a lot in these games, and if they're behind again, they've kind of abandoned the Jonathan Taylor.
That's true. Patty Mahomes is going crazy with those receivers.
You know what? I'll give you this one then. How do you guys feel about Taylor number 2?
JT.
so we're going Ekeler and JT.
Ekeler,
Aaron
JT.
Jones. Aaron Jones might be good too. I said Aaron Jones might be
Ooh, not against Tampa though.
They're hurt over there.
Well, that they're hurt on offense, but that defensive line, they stout. I mean,
that defense is good too.
You know, right here, I'd feel comfortable going with Barkley or Swift as number 3.
Swift. Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Honestly, I will say Barkley because Dallas hasn't been doing shit offensively or defensively, bro. So I mean,
Mike,
I would give Barkley the edge. Minnesota plays with some kind of defense, but Dallas, they don't got like.
They stopped Mixon last week. You know, they stopped
The options are Swift or Barkley going into this week.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Swift only because Minnesota just got their ass whooped, and I don't know how that's going to affect them going into the game forward.
No, these are both running backs that are like the main focal point of their offenses, right? We can all that out. So, with that being said, let's put Barkley right behind Swift going into this week.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
All right, so we got Ekeler, Taylor, Swift, Barkley. Now number 5. As you guys can see, these dudes over here, it's pretty. Man, I want to say McCaffrey, but then Aaron Jones is there, so I don't know.
You know, bro, I don't know. Clyde, he's been a little sneaky, bro, in that PPR. You know, Mahomes likes to dump it to that boy, and he be giving it to him, and he's been running the rock pretty good. I mean, to me, he's been kind of like that running back. I honestly wasn't expecting, like, you know, because we've seen what he did last year, and then kind of at the end of the year, they kind of abandoned him. But I don't know. CMC, honestly, bro, it's just that the offensive line hasn't been doing nothing for him. They can't get no holes open for him. And Baker don't like to throw him the ball.
So, you know, we even forgot a couple guys because they've been doing so bad lately. We do have Cooks,
Henry,
Dalvin Cook, Henry, Kamara maybe. It's just tough, man. You know,
Montgomery too, but he's not going next on this slide. He's more like in the out of top 5.
Because if we're really looking at this, like who's going to produce this week, it's almost like you can't guarantee either one. But I would be comfortable maybe putting Cook right there as number 5.
I was going to say, yeah, honestly, I would say Cook. So I like the Ekeler, JT, and then we have what? It's the
with Barkley,
and then Cook. I can see that.
Yeah, I see Detroit and the Vikings having a lot of opportunities to score on the ground and in the air. So
the one thing that I do like the way we have Swift above Cook because that offense runs around Swift for Detroit. Minnesota runs their offense really to Jefferson. So, you know, it's kind of I'm good with that.
Yeah.
How about this then? Right now let's put these top 3 right here. Oh, we include Mixon. So we got Mixon, McCaffrey, Kamara, Henry.
Yeah. Kamara out. Kamara is not even in my. I won't even put Kamara. He's been hurt with his ribs. I won't trust them getting no more than 12 touches. So, I mean, until he eases back in the game, honestly, it would be out of the other 3.
And so, you guys feel good about taking Kamara out of this for now?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Mike. Between the 3 that are left, McCaffrey, Henry, Barkley, what you think?
Out of those three, I like CMC.
Me too, brother. Good shit. I was thinking that. I just didn't want to say nothing. But
I like CMC in that whole conversation because it's hard to have this conversation about like just week to week because you want to look at consistency as a whole, like as in general, as in their careers and last year and all that. So it's hard to look at week to week. But if you're gonna go by week to week, probably CMC.
All right, so let's do rapid fire then. Since we got save a little bit of time, let's run through these last four. I'm gonna give them to you like this: Mixon, Aaron Jones. Let's say Fournette if he plays, and Javonte Williams.
I think between Mixon and Aaron Jones.
I'm going. I'll go Mixon and then Aaron Jones. Honestly, Mixon, Aaron Jones.
Yeah, that's a good one. Mixon over him for sure.
Yep.
Mixon, and everyone's good with Jones, so got Jones in there. All right, so you got so far we got Ekeler, Taylor, Swift, Barkley, Cook, CMC, Mixon, Jones. That's 8.
There's 2 left.
So I still think you got Henry, Fournette, Javonte Williams as those next 3.
I'll go. Wait up. Who's Fournette?
Yo,
Oh,
King Henry. Yeah, it's King Henry against the Raiders.
You know what? For the matchup, it does seem like Henry does have the softer matchup. These other teams, Fournette's going to go against Green Bay. They're not the worst run defense. They didn't show week 1. What? Honestly, they didn't show week 2 either. I honestly feel comfortable going Henry, Fournette, and leaving Javonte out of the top 10.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
Mike?
I don't want to. I got Javonte, but I do that though. But he's 11. He's right there.
I kind of like David Montgomery this week too, though.
I only didn't include Montgomery because even when he has a lot of touches, they haven't been great. He had the 1 touchdown in the rain. Yeah. Last week, they really didn't have an opportunity. They tried to get him the ball, get him going, but it didn't work. Kind of did, but didn't. So it just seems like when you're looking for the upside, Fournette's definitely got it. They're throwing to him. He's getting the touches. Yeah. And Henry's always Henry, So, all right, let's move on. We're going to speed through the next one, too. For the receivers, let's say we'll go top 10, but we're going to try to make our picks a little quicker. All right.
I'll go.
So these are the rankings going into this week, minus Amari Cooper, minus all the guys that played last night. Let's see.
And we're ranking based on their opponents this week, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I gotta go more down.
Yeah, I got you.
Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, they all played.
Yeah. All right. Oh, my bad, man. These are giving me some whack stuff. Technical difficulties. First time doing this.
I was looking at that. I was like, bro, that was like the same play. I was like, I don't even know these plays. How the fuck they up there? There we go.
So here we go, right? So we got Diggs, Cooper, Hill. We got the hitters here. So it doesn't seem like the list is going to be too much different here compared to what our list is going to be. Well, let's start it off. Looks like Diggs is up here. So, Ivan, you go with Diggs number 1?
Yeah, I'll go with Diggs number 1. I feel like it's going to be I would like to call it a shootout because they got Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and then you got Diggs and
that connection though, bro, with Allen and Diggs this year, bro. It's just you can't deny him, bro. He's been getting
Diggs across the board, right? We're all straight. Diggs.
Yeah,
that's Willy. What do you you know what? What do you guys think about Cooper, Mike? That's your boy. You go with Cooper being next. He's probably the next best, I would think.
I would say definitely going, especially against Arizona.
Yeah, it's a good matchup for him.
Honestly, the Rams have gotten their number a lot in the past few years, so I could definitely see Cooper going up.
Bro, number 3 though.
Number 3, right? Tyreek Hill's. I mean, I don't know if I see him as number 3. I would say Jefferson.
Bro, I was gonna say the same shit. JJ, bro. I see Jefferson.
AJ. Ivan, what you think between Tyreek and Jefferson?
Yeah, I would say Jefferson. The only thing with Tyreek, I know that Bills defense has a few injuries, but yeah, the Jets seems to bounce back for sure against Detroit.
Now you're not wrong about that. They're missing both safeties now, and their corners are hurt. So their front seven's legit, but it does seem like they're going to give up a lot of points, and I can see that. But Detroit hasn't had the best record against Justin Jefferson, so you just got to assume not much changes.
Can't go wrong with it.
With that being said, what do you guys think about Hill, number 4?
Yeah, I would go with that. I don't mind that one.
Yeah, I can go Hill. I mean,
I'm on the same Brown.
Now we don't have to go Hill. We can push Hill underneath.
If you go Hill now, then the next one has to Devonte Adams has to be somewhere in there.
That's what I'm saying. Him and Chase, they're both having soft matchups this week. They're going against. So Chase is going up against Jets. You got Adams against Tennessee. Like,
bro, you feel that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
they all have juicy matchups. Let's do this. Rank those 3: Hill, Adams, Chase. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me see who Chase plays.
Oh, you mother.
Jets.
They play the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Chase, Adams, Hill.
Willy.
I concur with that. I ain't gonna lie. That
Ivan,
Chase.
so far as Chase, Adams, Hill. Want to make sure I got that right.
For me, I was gonna do a whole opposite. Honestly, thinking about I'm a Raiders fan and Devontae is missing Josh Jacobs and Renfro. They might feed him the ball a lot more against Tennessee. I'm gonna say Adams, Hill, and Chase, but you go either or.
You know what? We'll go Chase, Adams, Hill just because that was pretty easy to count up.
Yeah.
All right, now we got the real tough ones. This is where I'll put the next 3 up there for you guys. St. Brown, Waddle, or Deebo. I know Deebo's not listed on here, but you see Jimmy back. You got to expect the same results from last year coming through, and not against the Broncos defense hasn't looked all that great, in my opinion. But then you still got Waddle and Brown, or St. Brown, that killer.
If I had to choose, I would do Brown, Deebo, and then Waddle.
Go ahead, Ivan. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that one. Brown, Deebo, and Waddle for sure.
Mike?
I'd go Waddle, Brown, Deebo.
So I'm gonna throw it for the vote. It looks like we got St. Brown, Deebo, and Waddle. But if you ask me, I could have seen Waddle above St. Brown, and I would put Deebo, St. Brown, Waddle. That would be it. But I like it either way. Now, all right. So it looks like we got what we need there.
I think it's hard to see Tyreek and Waddle. They done it, but you back to back. You know what I mean? When St. Brown's been the clear cut number 1 receiver in the Lions. So, to me, I mean, Waddle and Hill can always change he could be number 5.
The tiebreaker for me too, man, was the St. Brown's number 1 receiver there. Waddle's number 2 in his offense. I do see that being a thing, but with that kind of game, that kind of shootout, it should be plenty for everyone to eat. All right, for the QBs, guys, we're not going to do tight ends. We're just going to do QBs to wrap this up. We got a few minutes left. Got 5 exactly. We'll run through this easy. Let's do QBs, top 5. And since we got you 2 here, I'm going to let Ivan and Willy work this one out between Lamar and Allen.
Bruh. Well, you know what? New England's defense hasn't been all that great. Miami's been, they've been somewhat in the middle. I mean, New England hasn't looked like the New England of old, and the defense hasn't been helping out, the young quarterback, Mac Jones, either. I mean, But damn, I don't know. That's hard. I could see. I don't know how you. I don't. I can see Lamar. I can see Allen. It all depends, you know. If it's a shootout and Josh is feeding, you know, Diggs all fucking day and then giving it to Gabriel Davis on the outside, I mean, it could be rough.
What do you think, Ivan? Your boy's out there going to throw dimes all night.
Well, with Lamar, if he starts running all over that New England defense, I could see him putting up big numbers, like around the 40 and 50 range again. The same thing with Josh is against Miami. Two explosive offenses going against each other after Tua just had himself a week last week. I could see that happening as well too, but I'm gonna just go ahead and go with Josh. I'm
So we
rocking
got-
his key today as well, so I'm gonna go with him.
I
Yeah.
representing that fireball. I see that. So Willie, you got Lamar. We got an Allen. Mike, you want to be the tiebreaker?
I'm gonna go with Lamar because that New England ain't impressing me.
Dang. I felt the Allen, but I'll go with this. So Lamar, Allen. I think we can pretty much say Mahomes and Hurts next. We got to wrap this up a little bit, so let's make this quick. Ivan, you got Lamar, or you got Mahomes or Hurts?
I'm gonna go with Hurts.
Willie, you got Mahomes or Hurts?
But Hurts is playing Washington. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, I got Hurts and then Mahomes.
You, what's up, Mike?
Same.
So Hurts, Mahomes, and then you know what? I'm gonna wrap this up with the 5th pick. Make this quick.
All right.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go Tua this week, and I know it sounds crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go with too, bro.
Like I do see that being a good ass game. So I'm gonna throw one in the dart right there. That's it right there, Tua. So man, all right. I'm gonna read this back real quick. So top 5, we got Lamar, we got Allen, we got Hurts, Mahomes, Tua. Man, that's a pretty good list right there. I'll make this list available underneath the YouTube page once the video once it comes out. We got about a minute and a half left. So real quick, Ivan, you got something quick to say? Quick closeout?
Yeah, man. Everyone seems looking good, even though your guys' record might not look like it. Everyone has some solid players for sure, and hopefully I pull up this W. It's gonna be tough, but yeah. And then also I got 2 on the trading block where I won.
We'll talk later, Ivan. We'll talk later. Willie, quick closeout.
You know what? I mean, it's gonna be a battle, bro. I can see this one going either way, but I'm gonna have my first dub, and you know I'm ready for that shootout.
Cleveland Browns over here at Willie's team, man. That's the kind of heart he's got. What's up, Mike? You got a closeout for us too? 3-0. Oh, you know what? No words needed. I heard that. We all heard that loud and clear. Andrew, if you're out there, Mike said it. It's going down.
Hey,
all right, man.
The real QB one though, that right there. See that?
All right, man. This has been the Fantasy Football Wire. It's been great having y'all. All right, that's it.
All right.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.